A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 now. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They run the counter with Dobbins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Play action, it's Wilson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He breaks the tackle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
They send a tight end in motion. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Chargers will have a first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Working inside the red zone. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Edwards. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 32. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first. Play action now for Cousins. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
They kick the running back in motion. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Pitts brings it in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
Wide. Hey, flipper. Wait, that.
Now Cousins again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. s1w13 Jr. makes the play. And the Chargers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They start out 2nd and 10. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Wilson now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Hey, flipper. Wait, that.
1st and 10, or under Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was s1w Jr. there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Junior Colson. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Oh, he drops a cut to... And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Buying some time right. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A toss now to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run it with Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Got a man. Palmer has it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain, and things looking a lot tougher for them now with 2nd and 20. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He finds McConkey. Down to the 10. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take a 20-zip lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. First throw for the backup now. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Penix here from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But it looked like a Falcon swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Penix working from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Go!
From the red zone now. He's on the move. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st round.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Let's go now.
They'll take it out wide to run this clock out. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Robinson on the inside give. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Here we go.
To the air with Penix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
On play action now, Wilson. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks setting you behind the chains. Well, you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
Trying again following the sack. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
On 1st down, here's Penix. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Penix now to throw. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Play action. Here's Penix. Headed out right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go. Huh. Ready?
And again, it's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
70 Lions.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Penix on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Escapes. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Ready up.
Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
70.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Okay, ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Ready.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Wilson throwing 3rd and 1. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Set.
Catch made by Sharp. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play.
Set.
Tight end going in motion here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Cougar 19.
3rd down, it's Penix. Oh no, they get him yet again. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in 1 game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Running it again with Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Wilson out of the pistol. Hurst there to grab it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
A give right side to Dobbins. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. A very short kick here from the right hash. Oh, it's a miss. He sent it wide right. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
That just stings. You got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
Penix now on first down. Launches one deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for the Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Penix on first down. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 37. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Warrior 70. Ready.
3rd down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Penix working from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They've got to keep moving quick here. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Penix here from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
From the shotgun, Penix. He's on the move. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left. So a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for two. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Atlanta.